I've always said this and I'm going to continue to say it. Either you learn how to sell or you're going to always have to work for someone who is selling for you, which means you're dependent. How's that feel? You are dependent on someone else selling to provide for you food, shelter, and a lifestyle. Or you can just go learn the skills how to sell and become independent. Welcome back, everyone, to the Freedom Factory podcast. I am Brandon Cunningham, and here we go, another week. I first want to say thank you to all my listeners, those that are so faithful that send me messages in. I really appreciate the messages that you send me, and thank you for some of the suggestions that you guys have sent me on topics that you'd like me to teach on. Keep them coming. Keep sending the topics in, and it gives me something to kind of chew on throughout the week to come up with some content to share with you guys today. This week, I want to talk to you guys about something that we have implemented in our teams for years, but something that I've just kind of come to the conclusion is important not only in network marketing, but in every business. And one of the things that I love about network marketing is that it provides people with an opportunity to own a business for people who would probably never be able to own a business. Okay. And that's because of the investment it takes to start something where you're able to stop trading time for money, which is ultimately what a business owner is after, right? The only reason to risk all this money, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars is because of the reward. And so, what's the reward if you're in traditional business? The reward is earning more money and having more control of your time. That's the only reason to be in business. And network marketing does the exact same thing when you do it right. It allows you to scale and it allows you to have a schedule of time where you get leverage as well. So scale in income, scale with time. All right. So, but here's something I've come to realize that is really powerful about what we do and what I want all of you guys to focus on with your teams as you're teaching your teams how to build this. And if you're catching this on YouTube, you see my little sidekick here, Bentley. He has he just picked his head up. You good? You're good, buddy. He's like, what did I do wrong? Check out the YouTube version. You'll see. He's got his own little seat here in the office. It's funny when I start this podcast, he feels like he has to be in that seat like almost every time. So anyway, back to the content here. Okay, there are three things that you're going to have to do when you buy your first traditional business. Okay, so let's just say network marketing is not for you, but you want to own a business. Awesome. Here's what you're going to have to do, right? Number one, you're going to have to go out and sell your service or product. You've come up with some idea, some product. I've got lots of friends that have started product-based companies, and some have been successful, some have failed, but you got to go sell the product. Some of those friends that I know have brought salesmen on, and they go out and they sell the service or the product. I know some people that have leveraged social media. I don't know why it was hard for me to say to sell the product. But at the end of the day, when you launch a business, you need revenue. You need money coming in the door. And that is not going to happen unless you sell your goods or services. Okay. So the first step is you have to teach people how to sell. All right. You either sell or you hire someone to sell. And I can tell you, when you first buy a business, unless you've done it before, most people don't buy their first business and start with a sales staff. They usually start selling themselves, okay? Not like selling themselves, but they're the ones out selling, if you understand what I'm saying. All right? And then the second phase, once you've opened this business and you start to get customers, is you hope that you grow your customer base to the point where you're busier than you want to be. Like you want more business coming in than you can take care of yourself. And then what do? You hire someone. You bring someone on board so that you can be more productive, you can service more customers, you can increase more revenue to the company. So you start building a team. That is the process. And generally, the more employees you bring on, the more revenue you can produce, right? In hopes that it gives you the time freedom you want and the financial freedom you want. And lastly, what you have to do, if you're able to bring on 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 people as employees, you have to now lead this group of people. Okay. It becomes bigger than just um, doing the job. You're now taking on roles where you have to manage these relationships. You have to deal with the arguing that goes back and forth with employees, the politics in the office, people trying to climb the corporate ladder. And you've got to lead this group of people. You have to inspire them. You have to help them believe that what you're doing by leading this corporation is going to be something that benefits their family long term. If not, what are they going to do? They're going to go find a different job. Who wants to work for a business that's dead end? Every employee wants to see something bigger for them in the future, promotions, more income. So you have to lead this corporation in a way that inspires your team. Okay. Now, if you aspire to have this big traditional business someday, because that's what you think you would like to do or what you need to have success, I'm going to tell you that the same three phases apply in your network marketing business. And you can hone your skills, you can gain these skills, and then hone these skills with little to no investment. So you can go out and you can invest tens or hundreds or maybe over $1 million to start a business, and you're still going to have to learn these three phases and do these three phases. Or, or if you don't have that money and that's a little bit more risk for you, you can join a network marketing company and do the same three things. Okay. Let me lay out for you what we do in our organization. It's these three phases. All right. Phase one, we teach people how to sell. Right. The very first thing we do in our organization is we help people reach a commissionable level. In just about every network marketing company I've ever seen, there's a certain amount of sales you have to do to be commission qualified. Now, maybe not for your own personal sales, all right? Like even within our own comp plan, if you're selling things at retail, there is commissions to be earned. But in some companies, it's usually point related. Be careful with those points, guys, because that is something you need to be aware of in your comp plan when you're trying to understand a comp plan. Make sure that the dollar to point ratio is pretty high. Like I've heard of in some cases it being below 60%. In other words, someone spends $100 and you only get like 60 points. That's not good. All right. Just saying. There's better. There's better out there. Um, but we teach people how to get to that commissionable level. That's goal number one is teaching you how to sell. Why? Why is that so important? Well, I've always said this and I'm going to continue to say it. Either you learn how to sell or you're going to always have to work for someone who is selling for you, which means you're dependent. How's that feel? You are dependent on someone else selling to provide for you food, shelter, and a lifestyle. Or you can just go learn the skills how to sell and become independent, which is what I think all of you really want. I don't think any adult wants to be dependent on another adult. Like why do you get to a certain age and you want to move out of your parents' homes? So you can be independent, not so that you can live under your parents' roof and have to do things exactly the way they want it done. right? It's a natural process. Okay. But there's risk involved and there's skills that you have to, things you got to do, right? And so the very first thing that you need to learn how to do is sell. And that's what a good organization will teach you is learning how to sell. They'll teach you the little nuances. They'll teach you eye contact. They'll teach you body language. They'll teach you how to smile when you talk. They'll teach you how to sell. I mean, think about it. I tell people all the time, if you get a flat tire in the middle of the night, I hope you know how to sell. Like, I hope you know how to convince someone to come help you. Or you're just going to sit there and wait till someone, I'm just going to sit here on the side of the road in the middle of the night and wait till someone pulls over because I don't want to ask for anything. No, no. That's not the way it works. Okay. So your ability to get yourself out of a situation by selling is a powerful skill that will serve you for the rest of your life. And we teach you this in network marketing. A good team will teach you one of the fundamental things is how to sell, how to transfer your belief to someone else. Your belief in a product and a service superior to their belief, so much so that they're willing to spend their money to get what you have for their benefit. Okay. That's number one. Phase two, as I said, is you hope to build a business that starts to bring in so much revenue, so much business that you can't keep up and you bring on someone else. Okay. Because no one wants to just be super busy all the time, right? You would like the whole point in the risk of the investment is that you are able to get more financial income and more time freedom, right? Same is true in network marketing. And here's one of the transitions that so many people struggle with. The people that burn out in network marketing are not the people that have built teams. It's the people who have not built teams and are just selling product. So second phase in network marketing, once you learn how to sell, once you can sell a few $100s in products a month and you get a little customer base, like once you have 5 or 10 customers, you know how to sell. I mean, once you get one customer, you know how to sell. But once you get 5 or 10, you've got it. You've got it. Now, that doesn't mean you don't get better at it or you can't get better. You can continue to get better. There's more techniques, there's more things that you can do. But I suggest it's now time to go into phase two, and that's building the team. Building the team so that you can start to get some time freedom. All right. So selling gives you independence. Building a team gives you building the team starts to give you the scale. It gives you the ability to multiply. All right. And so think of it that way, right? As you're doing this. And I started to put some stuff together. So yeah, like building the team gives you the leverage. As I said, it gives you the ability to start scaling, right? And that's what most people want when you have a business. So how do you do that, right? Well, you have to start helping other people sell. It's that simple. You start finding people who want independence. So what does selling do? It gives you independence. So how do you build a team? Go find people who are ready for independence. Go find people who are ready for more. Go find people who want to start their own business, but maybe don't have the money. Find people who are ready for more. They want independence and teach them how to sell. Selling gives you independence. All right. And once you're doing this, now you start to scale. As you start to teach other people how to sell, which gives them their independence, now you are beginning to scale because your team is growing. They're selling, you're getting the benefit of your own efforts. But in network marketing and in a traditional business, you're also getting the benefits of those sales, right? So that is phase number two. Phase number two gives you the leverage. It gives you the ability to scale. Now, ultimately, the third phase is teaching those people or leading those people the vision, being able to take a group of people, keep them excited, keep them focused, keep them from, getting in each other's business and, like keeping people focused. I call it paddles in the water. In order to get ultimately to the goal you want to get to, guys, in network marketing or in a traditional business, it's keeping the employees or your teammates in your network marketing team focused and not distracted with all the things that are going on out there. And so in network marketing right now, this is an epidemic. Like so many teams have fallen apart, and it's because of poor leadership. Poor leadership, 100%. Network marketing companies, for the most part, okay, I shouldn't say 100% because there are some network marketing companies who have poor corporate decision makers that are spending too much money on certain things. Just network marketing companies can and have failed because of the corporate side, 100%. But the bigger problem that I see in network marketing is poor leadership, because good leadership creates stability, it creates the right tools, the right training, and a good leader paints the vision for the team, so much so that the team feels secure. The team feels safe. I've heard that word so many times lately in my organization. I just feel safe here. And so that's what good leadership does, is it makes the team feel safe. It makes them feel like they have a secure future. It makes them feel like actually they have the ability to thrive because of your leadership, right? And so this is the phase that is very difficult. Leading leaders is by far the hardest thing to do in network marketing. It's also the hardest thing to do in traditional business. That's why most companies, guys, if you see like, privately owned companies, go do the statistics. I don't know exactly what they are, but most people that own their own business, they have less than 50 employees. And I'm going to tell you that to have a true business that provides you what you really want, that ultimate freedom where you can walk away and it grows without you, I've been told by many, many experts that 50 or more employees are required to do that. Otherwise, if that owner sometimes passes away or gets really sick or can't be involved every day or every week, slowly but surely that business fades. And so for my traditional business owners that are listening to this, think about that. How long would your business really last without you today? If you never went back to work today, would it last indefinitely without you? And if you have less than 50 employees, the answer is probably no. If you have more than 50 employees, it's possible. If you are highly organized and have systems in place, it can go without you. In network marketing, it's kind of the same way. Now, I don't think it takes 50 people per se. It just takes 5 good leaders. And that's why the third phase is so important. Leading leaders is the third phase. But listen, this is the phase we're all after because it gives you freedom. Let me recap this for you. Sales, learning how to sell gives you independence. Bringing on a team, building a team gives you leverage. It gives you scale. Okay. It allows you to start earning beyond what your own hands and time can give you. But leading leaders, leading a team, that's what gives you freedom. So those are the 3 things you're after. And all of you are in one of those 3 phases. Maybe some of you are just getting in and maybe you don't even have your first customer. Okay. Just do what your teams are telling you to do. Use the products. And if the products are half good and somewhat expensive, you're going to be able to get some customers and start earning some money. The next thing, guys, is building the team. Don't stay in that sales phase forever. If you do, you're going to limit your income and you're also limiting your ability to scale. And a lot of those folks burn out. And that's what's happened to a lot of network marketing companies. Build the team. And then after you got that skill under, once you've got more than 5 teammates, you've been able to, as we say, recruit some people into your business, 5 or more, you now have the ability to teach other people how to do the same thing. And now that's leading, right? So I hope you guys have understood this thought process. And the beauty with this, guys, in network marketing is, why not teach someone these skills so then they can step into maybe the bigger business that they ever wanted in a traditional business? Learn the skills in network marketing, learn how to sell, learn how to build a team, learn how to lead a team, all without the huge investment and risk of a traditional business. It's one of the things I love about network marketing. And if you do it right, your network marketing business thrives. And then you have opportunities down the road where if you want to get into other things, you want to invest your money in other businesses, you can, but you've already got these skills to help those businesses thrive as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Guys, somewhere you fall into those three categories. And if you get to the third one and you've able to lead a big team, congratulations. It is the ultimate thing in network marketing is leading leaders. That's what I'm all about. And I hope if you guys stick around this Freedom Factory podcast long enough, you'll be able to reach those goals as well. You guys have a great week. We'll see you next week.